syndicated columnist, Fox News contributor. Let's bring in Deroy Murdock, senior fellow at the London Center for Policy Research and also a Fox News contributor. Deroy, so he'll want to testify publicly so he can make it into some kind of show trial, spend all his time attacking Donald Trump. That's my hunch.
Yeah, probably.
Just a guess.
Something like that, yeah. Play for the cameras, why not? Look, I think they can do a closed-door type deposition, put out the transcript within 24 hours, and then bring him in for public testimony within, a week or so. And that gives them a chance to ask the questions they can at great length and not just maybe be limited by 5 minutes for you, 5 minutes for the next person with that very strict structure. And then put it out in public. Absolutely, Hunter Biden should come out and defend himself. Republicans should be able to ask him tough questions. Democrats can try to defend him and get it out there. I mean, this stuff ought to be in public and enjoy the full benefit of sunlight.
Liz, follow the money. That's what Jamie Comer always says.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. And I think it's driving Democrats crazy that Comer is methodically, carefully going through this following of the money. And that is what this investigation is all about. And that's why he wants to talk not only to Hunter Biden, but to James Biden and to other Biden family members who have received money. Because guess what? It is the receipt of that money. People like James's, the ex-widow of Beau, getting money from China. Why? I mean, what is that all about? What are all the shell companies all about, et cetera? There's an awful lot of smoke here, and I think everyone understands that indeed there is some fire. Hunter thinks, weirdly, that he is a sympathetic character, that he can make a public statement and talk in public, and somehow he's going to bring the public around to thinking that he was just a drug-addled, sad young man who did some things wrong, but he's really there to make sure everybody understands it's okay. Comer has every right, the courts have backed this up, to subpoena a private person or a private enterprise, and he has done that. And I believe a deposition might be under oath. Is that correct? I'm not sure. But I think that has a very... So I think that's a very different thing than Hunter Biden just coming in and kind of winging it for public
But the subpoena,
sympathy.
You may be held in contempt of Congress if you don't respond.
Yes.
But the Justice Department... Remember
of course.
them? They have to enforce the subpoena.
And they won't,
and the
of course.
contempt of court, and they won't do it. Deroy, Liz Peek wants to get rid of Joe Biden. She she believes this is an instant replay. It's not I think it's a little fanciful, but it's an interesting scenario. Like 1968, LBJ in a war in Vietnam, et cetera, et cetera. Gene McCarthy almost beats him in New Hampshire primary. I might say I was in New Hampshire for that primary. And then Robert Kennedy, remember him? Now we have Dean Phillips. Before Liz explains herself, I want you to think about this. I'm thinking here, Joe Biden should get out of the race. It's not like Vietnam. For the good of Israel, stop playing politics, for the good of America, for the good of hostages, and for the good of world peace. Because right now he's interfering on a daily basis, trying to micromanage, and it's a bad story. It's all about dirty, low-down politics. So get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
I think the three of us would love to see that happen. I don't think Joe Biden would. I think Joe Biden's got a big ego, and he is happy. He's finally made it to the top of the heap after 50 years in politics. I think Dr. Jill Biden loves being First Lady, and he doesn't have to leave. I mean, he can stick around as long as he wants. And I keep hearing that the party elders are going to come in and say, okay, Joe, it's time to go. You can say, well, great, you got 2 minutes to get out of my office, so the Secret Service is going to boot you. I don't ever want to see your face again.
Let's give Liz equal time on this one.
Well, look, I think, it's still almost a year out. The polling is horrible. He loses to everybody. And by the way, we haven't even really seen what some of these other Democratic contenders could do. Obviously, for his party, he should step down. And I really think the number of people willing to argue that case is shrinking by the day. So influential Democrats everywhere saying,
I'm just saying for the good of world peace, and for the good of Israel.
A strong America is what we need, Larry, for the good of world peace. I agree.
He needs to go in general, but right now he's micromanaging, he's altering conditions. God knows what he's going to come up with, and it's all bad. Liz Peek and Deroy Murdock are all good.